Hello and welcome to SGN Tech Forum. So as you can read, too many cloud platform, too many SSH keys. Are you worried about their interoperability? And let me explain this. So if you are a developer and you're started working with cloud, I'm sure you are trying out multiple cloud, and every time you spin up some resources in cloud, the only way to connect to your resources is via SSH keys, because cloud doesn't like password kind of security, and SSH keys are more secure. So, but this managing of SSH keys can be cumbersome, right? Every time you connect to a cloud, like in AWS, your keys are region specific. So if you are spinning up resources in multiple region, you may have to handle multiple keys. And if you are trying out of AWS, other clouds, you'll get another set of keys. And also, when you want to interop between those cloud resources, right? You have a VM in AWS and you have another VM in Oracle. Can they talk to each other, right? So because they don't share any common key, the common key or multiple set of private keys are available only at your local workstation. So you can actually connect to both the clouds from your local workstation, but when it comes to uh, cloud resources talk to each other, they are facing this challenge. So in this video, I'm going to show you a small hack which goes a long way to solve this problem. All right, so let's go to the document, and this is the GitHub just document, public facing document available for you. What we are going to do, we are going to uh, perform 4-step process, and at the end of that, two cloud VMs or from two different cloud provider, they'll be able to talk to each other. So what we want to do, first we want to do is to generate a new RSA key pair. So that you can do locally on your machine by SSH keygen. It will use OpenSSL protocol and give you a RSA key of length of your choice, right? So when you do this command, they will ask for the key length. I'll highly advocate choose 2048 or above, and you can set a passphrase as well. After doing that, you will see that you have two keys available in your .ssh directory. One, if you don't name it, but the default name is id underscore rsa, which is your private key, and the another is id rsa dot pub, and the extension tell you the default that this is a public key. And I have already talked about SSH and public key pair, everything on my YouTube channel. So you can go to SDN Tech Forum, search with SSH or search with TLS. You will see how the public key pair cryptography works, how SSH works. So everything is covered in previous video, and I'm assuming you can go ahead and watch that. So once you have the key pair available, what you would like to do, you would like to set their permission at the right level, because cloud provider doesn't like to open keys, like the keys with too much of open permission. So what you would like to do, you would like to restrict your private key, which is id underscore rsa, to 600. That means it has only read and write privileges for user. However, for public access, your public key, you want to open it a little bit and set it to 644, which is in Unix Linux file system, read write for user, and just read only for group and others, right? So once you have this permission set, what you can do, you can SSH or SCP or SFTP to your cloud resource. And again, you will see that how I'm going to connect to my cloud VM, right? So you have to use the first or the initial set of keys which you generated when you spin up the cloud resource. So use that initial key to connect to your cloud VM. And then what you have to do, you have to just transfer this two set of keys to the cloud VM. Okay, so here I'm saying use SCP or SFTP protocol to connect to the remote server, that is your cloud VM, and transfer the public private key pair to .ssh directory. In the same directory, you'll find authorized key, which is current public key, which holds the current public key, and using this public key, you are connecting to your or a SFTP to your VM. Once you have the keys available, what you can do, you can concatenate. So now what we are doing, the new set of keys are available in .ssh directory. I'm picking up the public key and concatenating or appending this new public key to existing SSH authorized key, which already hold one public key. So now I'm adding another set of public key over there. Once you do that, you can verify by cat authorized key, and there you will see two different set of keys, two public keys. All right. So the end goal is two cloud VM to talk to each other. So obviously you have to repeat the same process for second cloud resource. Repeat step 3 to 5, append new set of keys to authorized key. And once you do that, both cloud VMs will have a common set of key pair, and using that key pair, they can talk to each other, right? So this gist is available publicly. The link is in shown description. You can find it from there. Once again, so we are generating a key locally here, say on my development machine. Using SFTP or SCP, I'm transferring those keys to first VM here. Say this is AWS VM, and I'm repeating the process and transferring the key pair to Oracle VM. And once the keys are transferred, what I'm doing, I'm appending the new public key to existing authorized key. So let me show you a demo. This is our AWS machine. So let's go to folder, and here you can see I have a key pair. I named it OCI ID RSAP. This is my private key. This is my public key. And let's validate on Oracle VM. So do the same. And here you can see I have the same two keys available here. After that, what I did, I used that cat command to append to the authorized key. So authorized key initially holds only one key, the first key, which was generated when I spin up this cloud resource. And what I did using the cat command, I added the new set of keys. So let me show you authorized key, and this is my public key, so it's totally all right to show it here. Safe to display. As you can see, this is the key coming from the new key. And let's see if we have a common key available on the other side. Here again, you'll see, start with quad A. Okay, this is also quad A. So you'll see one of the key coming from my machine, they are common, ends in KFU. So we have the keys available on both VMs. And now what we can do, we can use that key to connect to the other VM. And for that, I'm going to use the SSH command. So I'm on OPC. Let's go to OPC and say 204. And as you can see what it is doing, SSH using that public key, go to my AWS resource. And here you'll see I'm already logged in to my AWS resource. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing here. Oops. And you can see using that key, I'm already available on OPC. So this is how two VM resources can talk to each other as well, because they are sharing the common set of keys. And the problem is solved. This is not the best way to solve the problem, because again, you have to send the private key to both the servers, which is not security best practices. It's best that you have some kind of like vault resource which can rotate the keys, which can distribute the keys easily, but those are more of the enterprise option. As a developer, I think this is good enough, and this is important for our AWS cloud crash course. So going forward, now so we know this hack, we will use this method in upcoming videos. So thank you for watching.